Hey guys, it's Enigma Hood. Today I want to talk a little bit about death. So, what do I think happens to us after we die? I probably made a video about this before, but fuck it, I'm gonna make another one about it. Well, obviously, like most other atheists believe, I don't see any difference between the state that I, for lack of a better term, would exist in after I'm dead. I don't see how that can be differentiated from the state I was in before I was alive. It was simply non-existence. And that's it. After I die, I believe that that's it. Nothing happens. I mean, think about it. What is existing? It's sensory input. Primarily what allows us to realize that we're alive is sensory input, our own awareness. But some life forms, they are technically alive, but they have no awareness. Or I should say, their awareness is completely different from ours, to the point of where they don't realize that they're alive. They merely exist. What makes us really alive, in my opinion, is our memories. Without your memories, you're really nothing. You can't remember who you are. You can't remember all of the information that you have accumulated throughout your life. Every time you wake up in the morning, what makes you you? What makes you you is your ability to remember yourself. Without that, you're not really you. It's the human brain's ability to store information. That's it. And of course, we are able to gather information into our brains through our sensory input. Our sense of touch, sight, smell, hearing, whatever the fuck I missed. The sensory input. Let's say, you take a human being and then you cut off all of that sensory input. You can't hear, you can't smell, you can't see. I mean, what kind of existence is that? It's just like you're alive. You can still store information, but how are you getting any information? Right? I mean, you can have somebody, shoving food into your mouth, you can't even taste the thing, and maybe you don't even know to swallow it. I don't know. I mean, is there even a human being that doesn't have any of the that has none of the five senses? Can that human exist? I don't know. If it could, though, I can't imagine it having any kind of existence that's comparable to ours, a normal human being, because you're just not getting any information, and therefore there's nothing to store. Then take the exact opposite. You have all your senses, but you can't store that information. Only you can remember the total amount of information that your brain has acquired since you've been born. Only you know that. No one else. But imagine if your brain was not capable of storing any information from sensory input. You wouldn't really be you. You wouldn't be able to function at all. You definitely wouldn't know how to feed yourself. I mean, that's information. Maybe, even that, instincts. We have instincts to want to eat, want to drink, want to shit, want to have sex. Information like that. Without some way of storing this information, we would not be able to exist. But then you look at a state where all of that's removed. All of that is removed. You no longer exist. You have nothing, but at the same time you need nothing and you want nothing. Now I want to talk about God and the way it's usually described as being all-powerful and perfect and needing nothing. This is the important thing. It needs nothing and it wants nothing because it is perfect. Think about that, though. So basically, we could boil it down to saying that this God has everything, but needs nothing and wants nothing. How on earth can that be differentiated from a state of non-existence? For example, after I die, I have nothing, but I need nothing and I want nothing. How can those two positions be differentiated from each other? If you have everything, why would you want to do anything? You need nothing, and you want nothing. Now, in the past, I made videos similar to this, and people would conjecture, maybe it just did it out of boredom. Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. What is boredom? What is boredom? You're applying an anthropomorphic principle there. Boredom is an unpleasant emotion that human beings feel to coerce us into stimulating our brains and acquiring information, because our bodies suffer from atrophy if our organs are not being stimulated. That's what boredom is, because the brain's not being stimulated enough. It will begin to decay due to atrophy if it's not stimulated. So basically, boredom is just a self-defense mechanism to make up for a deficiency that we have. A god would never, ever get bored. Boredom is a trait that human beings possess, and other animals too, because they suffer from the same deficiencies that we do. So it would never get bored. It would never do, like sometimes one person would say, it would just do something for no reason. That also does not make any sense. It would not create a universe for no reason. Boredom is a reason. That's a deficiency. It decided to make it anyway. No. There's something that motivates it. Always. So no matter what, if it has everything but needs nothing and wants nothing, it by definition would do nothing. That state cannot at all be differentiated from non-existing. After you're dead, after I'm dead, we're going to be in a state where we feel no pain, we acquire no sensory input, no information, we need nothing, we want nothing, we don't care, and we don't exist. Now you tell me, does dying become God? This is Enigma Hood signing off.